What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and in today's YouTube video, I want to kind of do just, a casual little rant, just talk about some stuff regarding specifically Chrome Punk, the free skin that's earnable right now in Fortnite, and my entire opinion on it, because as you can tell by the background footage, by me playing the game right now, like if I was go ahead and do this emote right here, you could tell that I'm playing the game. I have Chrome Punk. I officially grinded out and got all the way to level 302, which if I move my webcam here, you can actually see right there I'm level 302, and I managed to finally unlock this skin. And let me tell you, first off, man, it's an extra little bit of a grind once you pass level 200, because any level below level 200 is only 80,000 XP per level. However, right when you hit above that 200 area, the level cap keeps going upwards and upwards and upwards, to the point where if I open up my menu right now, in order to go from level 302 to 303, it's going to require me to gain 130,000 XP. So as you can tell, grinding out those 50 levels definitely was a little bit interesting, and it definitely took a lot of time. However, it was sped up immensely by doing the Adia level up quest pack bundle and stuff, because each one of these levels actually did count for those, so it was a nicer journey, right? I was able to basically get half the levels without having to worry about actually grinding the game, but it still was a grind overall. With that said, however, when it comes to the skin itself, I think it's a pretty nice skin, right? I like the aesthetic with it. I love that because of Fortnite, we have a lot of cosmetics that have a very similar design, so you can basically have a whole entire set of cosmetics, including, that chrome wrap that we had from the Discord event a while back. But I like how it's a decent skin that is kind of like a remix of an older skin, and especially for free, right? Especially since the whole entire set that I'm using in this video right now, you were able to actually obtain for free. I think it was a really nice thing for Epic Games to do, and I think it was really cool, right? Because it's not one of those things where, it's like the Christmas events or whatever, where you get like one skin for free, like, a Christmas tree or whatever, and it's just like the skin alone, and you don't really have much to actually make a fully blown combo with a pickaxe and everything else for it. It was something where if you've been actively playing the game, keeping up with all the promotions and everything else Epic Games has been doing recently, you were able to get yourself a pretty decent set, right? Even though it's not all a part of the same set, and even though the back bling that came for free with this actual quest bundle for Chrome Punk was more of like a chrome bubble aesthetic or whatever, you still got a whole entire set of cosmetics that work really, really well with each other, to the point where I swear Epic Games probably could have sold this as a bundle in the item shop, right? They could have sold all the cosmetics I'm using as an item shop bundle, because, it makes sense. The pickaxe matches the aesthetic. It has that little, like, pearlescent chrome version of it instead of just the, the full chrome version as well, and it really just kind of looks clean. So I gotta admit, for being a free skin, for having tons of free cosmetics, the fact that this set that I'm wearing, right, the fact that all the cosmetics I'm wearing have basically costed me nothing is a very nice thing to see. But of course, because of it not costing anything, there was a little bit of a grind to go through in order to obtain it. And honestly, I think that grind created a very weird culture in the Fortnite community, because if you go to the Discovery tab right now and you scroll through like the popular variety games, the popular death runs or whatever else, one thing you'll see multiple times is people advertising the Chrome Punk skin. There's been so many differently, like zone war maps or whatever else being added to the game that have been popping up in the Discovery tab that are known just for, having this Chrome Punk thing related to it, and I really don't see a purpose for it, right? Obviously, the advertising is like, hey, you can earn XP in here, but it's funny to see how, because of a free skin that only requires you to get 50 levels, we've seen the shift of those thumbnails turn from just, oh, hey, XP is enabled in this map, tons of easy XP or whatever else like that, to everything shifting over to this specific skin and being like, hey, this is the Chrome Punk death run, this is the Chrome Punk parkour, this is the Chrome Punk hangout spot and stuff like that. And I thought that was a very interesting little dynamic that I wasn't expecting from this whole entire situation and the whole entire thing Epic Games was planning with, Chrome Punk and everything else. But it is interesting to see, and it does kind of show how, the community is going to continue changing their maps in the future to try increasing player counts or whatever else whenever we have these crazy events or whatever else like it, because let's face it, no one wants to grind for a free cosmetic. Whenever they see something that they can get for free, they want to be able to get it as soon as possible, instead of being able to, be like, oh, I'll get it at the end of the year or anything like that. So seeing how all these maps are kind of signifying, hey, if you want Chrome Punk faster, come play our map, use my supported creator code or something like that, which obviously, using my code doesn't make anything happen faster, nor does it work with anyone's code like that. It is a very just interesting dynamic to see. Now, regarding how this event went down and if I would like them to do more like this, I think that personally, I would like them to not do the whole entire account level system, right? But instead, I would like to propose a additional item or a service they could try providing for these quests. As you guys know, in order to do these, you have to gain account levels, meaning if you're level 302 and you require 127,000 XP for the next level, that is one account level by gaining that 127,000 XP. And I think a much better system that would be more fair to everyone, especially those who may have grinded super early on in the season, because as we've seen, there's been some people who have some crazy levels later on, right? They'll be level like 500, 7 million, they'll just be insanely high levels, is to make it more fair to everyone by making it an XP requirement instead of an account level requirement. So it's like once these challenges come out, imagine if instead of gaining 10 levels, you have to gain a total of 100 million, well not 100 million, but like 100,000 XP, something along those lines. Now obviously that's a lot smaller than 10 levels, and I can understand why they might not want to show that specific value, simply because if someone goes and sees their quest and they see 10 account levels versus 200,000 XP, obviously the 10 account levels looks a little bit nicer, but if they were able to find a format, right, if they were able to make it like a percentage bar instead of, just an actual number that shows up there, I think having it be based on your actual XP gained instead of, strictly account levels could be a lot more fair of a situation where everyone basically would have a chance of getting the skin and stuff with the same amount of grind. Now obviously there's going to be less grind for those who just started playing towards the end of the season and just started leveling up their account as we start getting those Chrome Punk challenges and whatnot, or whatever challenges we get in the future, because of the fact that they'll have like a million challenges available that every other player who's been actively playing the game has already completed. So of course, the people with brand new accounts will be able to flex the skins a little bit sooner, but I think it's an interesting idea that Epic Games might be able to experiment with in the future, because let's face it, Epic Games experiments with all these different, unique ways of gaining XP or gaining rewards from challenges or whatnot all the time. We've seen it with the Dragon Ball event, we've seen it with level up packs, and we've seen it time and time again, so it is something that I thought would be an interesting concept for them to maybe try exploring, and who knows, maybe Epic Games has already explored that, and they have found out by their own research and QA testing that it might not be the best experience for the player base. But of course, I would love to hear in the comments down below, what do you think about the Chrome Punk skin? What do you think about the whole entire grind in order to get the skin? Was it easy for you? Was it hard for you? Are you still working on the skin, or are you going to just get it next season when everyone's levels back at like level 1? Just curious what's on everyone's mind regarding the situation, but overall, I do gotta admit, I really do like this skin, and it means a little bit more to me just because, I have a friend who mains Chrome Punk, or I guess, just Punk in general, so having this extra variant, basically, of that Punk theme means that, hey, me and my friend can match a little bit more. So Tater, if you're seeing this video, yeah, sure, you got Chrome Punk a day or two before me, but now I've got it, and now we can hang out, one of us being normal Punk, the other being Chrome Punk, and have a little bit of, that synergy going on there, that duo combo happening. But with that said, that's pretty much all I gotta say for this video. I want to just do a little bit of a ramble type video, because one thing I want to do, especially with all the news with like Twitter and everything recently, is I want to start building an audience who are here not just for the news, but for whatever I want to talk about, right? So if I have an opinion about something like Chrome Punk, I could just make a video talking about it, and people will watch it. And obviously, views are going to be lower than normal because it's not specifically a news-related video, but I still think that if I'm able to grow with my audience now and grow people and ease them into this type of content now, it'll be much better, later in the future when I'm able to, mix and match a lot more, because I'll have an audience that's already dedicated and used to that mixing around of content. So I hope you enjoyed today's YouTube video. Let me know, of course, what you thought about it, as well as the comment, question of the day, and everything else, and I'll see you champs and champettes tomorrow with another upload. Peace out.